right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize, first and foremost, for the bad lighting, but I just don't want to turn on the light while I drive, okay? And I'm not really going to look at you guys so I can focus on driving, okay? I do not condone being on your phone and driving, but it's been a long time, and we're back. And I'm happy to say this. We are back, and we are back for a long time. That's the game plan, okay? But today, we don't really have anything too exciting. We have abs and cardio, so essentially a rest day. We hit some pretty heavy legs yesterday, and I had a pretty good upper day the day previous. So tomorrow's looking like a nice chest day, if I can get any of the amigos to hit a chest day, if they want to hit one with me. If not, then we're looking like a solo lift again. And honestly, guys, it's just been way too long. It's been way too long. I've had some of the amigos. They've hit me up. They said, Bro Tater, you gotta bring back the videos, man. I need something to watch while I'm grubbing down. And I said, you know what? I got you, bro. I'll bring back the videos, man, because I like making the videos. I really do. It's just that I just have not been going super late at night or super early so I can record these videos. You know, I've been going, I've had quite a few lifts during peak hours at the gym, and it has not been too lovely. Like, leg day yesterday had a few audibles in it because of machines that were just taking up the entire lift. Like, ended up doing a leg press yesterday instead of a hack squat because the hack squat was taking up the entire lift. I was there for an hour and 15 minutes. Not 1 minute was that hack squat unoccupied. And I get it. It's a marvelous piece of equipment. It's a marvelous piece of equipment. And if I was ever building a gym, hack squats are expensive, so I probably wouldn't buy one if I was making my home gym. But if I had a commercial gym, I'd probably have a couple hack squats. Just cause, you know? And there's maybe a little deep dive into maybe future A-dub plans there. I wouldn't mind having a gym, you know? But I mean, that's I feel like that's almost every guy who lifts, you know, kind of dream in a certain way is having his own gym, whether it be a commercial gym, whether it be a private gym, or, you know, it's just your home gym. You know what I'm saying? You know, you get a garage, pretty big garage, you know, because there's that home garage gym, and then there's that big garage warehouse style thingy, you know, 2-car, 3-car garage that you can fit a lot of equipment into. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't mind it. Are they turning? They are. Hooray. Okay. Oh. So, with that being said, we are hitting abs and cardio. We're going to do a cable crunch. And I'm thinking for my uno amigo, I might do a little walkthrough. I think I might just start doing some more in-depth analysis of the lifts that we do. You know, just because you never know who's going to watch your video. You never know, you know, you could have somebody who's new hitting the gym that watches your video, and now you're teaching them how to do it. Or maybe, you know, that you're doing it a different way than somebody who's been going for a bit, and they try out your new way and they really like it. You know, I do that a lot. I watch a lot of videos and I see a new way of doing a lift. And I think to myself, I say, hey, that looks pretty good. Let me try it. And it normally ends up working that way. But, man, I missed yapping. Just yapping to the camera as we drive to the gym. It's marvelous. It's so fun to do. It really is, honestly. And man, it is 10:50 at night. Oof. Did I hold off on hitting this lift until later in the day, even if I wanted to hit it earlier? Yes. Am I also easing back on energy drinks? Yes. Is that going to make today's lift probably slightly more challenging when it comes to the energy aspect? Yes. Yes, it will. But you don't do things on the basis of because they're easy. You know, you do things because of the sense of accomplishment you have after you do them. You know, half of the battle is getting into the gym. The other half of the battle is making sure that you lift to your fullest of capabilities in the gym. So, if you do half of the battle, but then you lose out on the other half, what are you doing, man? Because my way of thinking is if you're already going, why are you wasting your own time? You know what I'm saying? Because if you're going to go and you're not going to lift to the fullest of your capabilities, if you're going to go to the gym and you're not going to be locked to the fullest of your capabilities on that given day, and I understand that some days you just cannot give all you can. Well, you can give all you can every single day, but maybe not at 100% in total. But if you have 65, 75%, you can give 100% of that 75%. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's so great. That's what's so amazing. And now that we're at the gym, I'm going to move you here real quick. You know, like I was saying, it's you give every single percent of what you have, you will go places. I'm sitting out front of the gym right now, getting ready to go in there because I know I got to hit this work. I'm seeing pictures of myself from this time last year. I'm looking lean. I'm looking cut. I see pictures of myself now. I'm looking at flab, love handles, let yourself go. You know, and I can come up with every excuse in the book as to why that happened. But that don't mean nothing. I'm here. I got to hit this lift now. All right? You get what I'm saying now? I'm here. I got to hit this lift now. Let's go hit this fucking lift.
Okay. So we're going to compromise and we're going to hit this right here. We have 45 on. So, yeah, we're just going to hit this for, well, basically like any movement. Really focusing on squeezing and getting that stretch with the abs over more of the arms. You don't really want to let the arms get into it. Okay guys, so we're here. We're back for set number 2. We have 60 pounds on here. We're still gonna wait a few seconds just because it's still just the rest time in here. The abs already are feeling good. Now you feel the blood pumping to them and getting a nice decent pump in, which obviously is always something good to get. I'm a bit tired. Excuse me. But I'm gonna keep pushing through it. That was a good set in my opinion. Oosh, I'm not looking forward to this last set that I have to do. Okay guys, third and final set here. We got 70 loaded up now. Should be fun. Let's get into this one. That one, wow.
All right, so we just wrapped up with everything. I ended up going and doing some leg lifts, and then I pretty much just biked for about 20 minutes. Really tired, pretty cooked. Got a full day of action tomorrow, so, didn't want to take it too far to where I would be entirely burnt out tomorrow for the chest day. But, yeah, I wasn't really able to record. It was just an unfortunate day where a lot of people were around. There was maybe like 10 people in the gym, but somehow all 10 were right where I was trying to lift. So out of common courtesy, I didn't record around them. And it's probably best that I didn't. Yeah, there's some high schoolers jerking around, throwing some equipment back and forth, and just being high schoolers in a gym at midnight. So what can you really do there? I hope for tomorrow's chest day that it isn't like this, and I can pretty much just hit a frickin' lift, and a good lift. Excuse me. Oh. But I am, as you can tell, a little bit tired, so I didn't want to push myself too far to where I wouldn't be able to make it home. Obviously, making it home at the end of the day is the most important thing for every single person, and should be. But yeah, good lift. Hope to hit a fire chest day tomorrow. Hopefully a longer vid. Hopefully a vid where I can actually talk a bit more and all that kind of stuff. But till then, see y'all tomorrow.